Father, could you tell us what is being filed today and read the letter, the cover letter of this petition?
Thank you very much. Of course, my name is Reverend Father Dr. Augustine Odimegwa. We're here today to submit to the office of the President this Magnitsky Act that we're holding a couple of our judges and attorney generals responsible for the continued incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in solitary confinement without trial, without due trial. The White House. 3. American Veterans of Igbo Descent, AVID, Rising Sun Charities Organization, and Ambassadors for Self-Determination, submission against Nigerian jurists and the former Attorney General for sanctions under the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act. 22 USC. Dear Mr. President, of course, reading on behalf of Bruce Fine, representing American Veterans of Igbo Descent, Rising Sun Charities Organization, and Ambassadors for Self-Determination. All three are non-profit organizations substantially dedicated to monitoring gross violations of internationally recognized human rights, especially in Nigeria. Pursuant to the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act, 22 USC and EO 13818, the three non-profit organizations urge Magnitsky sanctions against a quintet of Nigerian judges implicated in the persecution of Biafran leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for exercising his rights to free speech and association and a fair trial. The names include Justice Binta Murtala Yaku, Justice Hama Simon Samani, Justice Hama Akawa Barka, and Justice Mohammed Lawal Garba, and former Chief Justice of Nigeria Olukayode Ariwola. They also seek Magnitsky sanctions against former Attorney General Malam Abubakar Malami. The violations include ongoing arbitrary detention as determined by the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, denial of the right to fair trial, judicial endorsement of Mr. Kanu's kidnapping, torture and extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. Nigeria's protracted persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for peaceful advocacy of a self-determination referendum in Biafra commenced as early as 2015. In September 2017, Nigeria's military attempted to assassinate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his hometown. Many were murdered, but he managed to escape by a miracle. In June 2021, Mr. Kanu was kidnapped and tortured by Nigerian authorities in Nairobi, Kenya, followed by extraordinary rendition to Abuja, Nigeria. He has been detained in solitary confinement without trial and without proper access to lawyers ever since. The United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention found on July 20, 2022 that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention violated 16 international human rights covenants. It ordered his immediate and unconditional release and the reparations paid. Nigeria has flouted the working group decision for more than 3 years now. On October 26, 2022, the Federal High Court Umuahia declared Mr. Kanu extraordinary rendition unlawful and unconstitutional and awarded damages to him. On December 15, 2023, the Supreme Court of Nigeria, while acknowledging the Nigerian government's extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as criminal, nevertheless decreed that the fruits of its crime, his detention and persecution, were legal.
Bruce, could you tell us about the severity of the violations of justice? I mean, just how gross of an injustice is this, and where did they go off the rails in regards to how they treat Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Well, a few pages of history